How's it going, y'all? It is EJF84 or Elliot Johnson Fan 84 here, back with another type of video where we will be discussing modern NASCAR news. Now, you guys probably know that NASCAR is the main type of content that I post, but I feel like it will be productive to talk about the news that's going on here in the off season. So the things that I found that I think are interesting to touch up on, it's nothing really regarding the 2024 season, including several articles speaking of Bubba Wallace's emotional struggles following Ryan Blaney's championship. So whenever I first saw this was posted in multiple articles, by the way. I was quite confused. As we know, Bubba Wallace is quite the emotional type, from completely destroying Kyle Larson at Las Vegas over a simple mistake to throwing a tantrum at Talladega in 2023 over wrecking himself, to throwing water in Alex Bowman's face at the Charlotte Roval in 2018, and also losing a sponsor in the NASCAR iRacing Pro Invitational Series.
Come on, Clint! Oh, y'all have it going.
Back block.
That's it. That's why I don't take this shit serious.
So it's obvious that Bubba Wallace is the emotional type, and losses don't go over very easily for him. As this article states, Wallace could have stuck around and partied with Ryan Blaney, but he instead flew directly home to sit alone in the dark. Wallace was wallowing in disappointment despite having just finished his own career best season. He took to social media with a note titled Life and tried to explain his emotions and why he'd flown home for 5 hours in silence. So, let me discuss why this strikes me as quite arrogant. So, imagine this. You're a NASCAR driver. You're a multi-millionaire. You're on a team called 2311 Racing, run by Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan, a multi-million-dollar NASCAR star and arguably the greatest basketball player of all time. So, obviously, you have it out quite well for yourself. You've been in NASCAR for several years. You've put up decent results, but you've found out that you've been able to acquire pretty good rides pretty easily. I mean, let's be honest here. Bubba Wallace did not really do anything in the 43 car to get to Toyota. But, you know, I'm not judging. You're a multi-millionaire working for Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan. You get paid thousands upon thousands of dollars to just show up and do what you love every single weekend. Your best friend just wins the championship. You just had your best season. You think that'd be great. You think that'd be awesome. But instead, you go home and you're sad about it. You go home and cry about it. You have a pretty damn good life. I mean, honestly, instead of sitting at my computer right now, I'd much rather be out there racing, making money, doing what I love. Bubba Wallace here, it seems like that's just not good enough for him. Something that I've found out is that whenever things don't go Bubba Wallace's way, he seems to get very immature and angry about it. It just seems like he takes his career with a grain of salt, and this is what a lot of NASCAR drivers take for granted. There are thousands upon thousands and thousands of young athletes, young racers that are wanting to get into NASCAR, but you only have 36 or 37 guys in the entire country that get the opportunity to race and do what they love for thousands and thousands of dollars. They get to meet new people. They get to have an experience that only 36 other guys at one given time can experience, and they have nothing to do or say but be miserable. That's a little crazy to me. For Bubba Wallace to fly home and wallow in depression for 5 hours for no other reason than his friend won the championship and he didn't, that's a little crazy. Now, let's be real here. Mental health struggles, like, I understand that. Like, I've been there before, being down on yourself, thinking that you're not good enough. Like, I get that. I don't really know how to feel about seeing this article. This is what another thing that Bubba Wallace said. You would think your Bud winning the championship would bring that joy and excitement back. Sadly, it did not. So, having no positive feelings for your friend after they just won the NASCAR Cup Series championship, one of the greatest feats that a NASCAR racer could ever do, instead of congratulating them, instead of having a good time, instead of celebrating how much he did over the season, instead of being happy for his friend and happy for himself for the season that he had, he flew home and went on social media and talked about his so-called depression. So Bubba Wallace, he's definitely an interesting character in the NASCAR community. I can't say that this is helping his situation from my eyes. In racing, there's always going to be ups and downs. There's always going to be things that you wish you would have done different, things you wish you could have done better. But sitting there worth millions and millions of dollars working for two of the greatest athletes of all time, and you have nothing better to do but fly home and just be sad for 5 hours, then that's a little disappointing, and you clearly don't have your priorities straight. But that's all I really have to say about that. It's not something that's been really publicized, but I found that to be quite interesting. So this is EJF84 signing off. I hope you guys enjoy this new NASCAR news reaction content. Let me know if this is something that you guys want to see more of, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.